Off Base is presented by the Volvo XC90 Recharge plug-in hybrid.
Welcome back to Off Base, presented by Volvo Cars.
Everybody's favorite segment, Don't hate the player.
Hate the game.
You gotta love seeing some of those highlights too. I love
right?
Hey, I'm gonna use Harold's words. Let's fix, not a player, let's fix the Yankees first.
Oh, okay.
Yankee left field has been one of those areas in which, like, we just see not that the production. We saw the Aaron Hicks kind of get that opportunity, didn't much come from it. We saw Oswaldo Cabrera, like, so what are we gonna do in left field come trade deadline time? I'm thinking, Cliff, you have the answers, right? So
well, I hope so, but I don't like it.
Let's help out Sean Casey and get him a hitter out there in left.
I say Cody Bellinger if you're going to go for anybody, right? I just think he's found himself, and I don't think he's changed much. I think his confidence just, you know what, he came with a different attitude. He got out of L.A. He's thriving in Chicago. He's hitting lefties. He's playing every day, so he's getting a chance to play against lefties every day, and it's showing in the way he's raking them. I believe when you have success somewhere after you done sort of got rid of the past, it's kind of hard to leave. But if you're going to fix the Yankees, and I'm just giving you an answer, you go get the best player at the right time. And I don't wait till a player struggles. Like, I go try to get him now. I get this thing turned around. You get a new hitting coach, give him a present. Well, your present might be a superstar, and again, in Cody Bellinger. That's how I see it.
Let me ask you one thing about Cody Bellinger. There's also kind of, somebody threw this out there. I remember I saw on Twitter, getting back to a big market in New York. Obviously, an area in which we've seen guys struggle before.
Facts.
Does that have any issues with Cody Bellinger?
I don't think so, because he's been in bright lights. Right? So I think he had to figure out something for him mentally to get back, because we can pull up last year, side-by-side angles of him last year and him on the other side of this year. Yeah. Nothing's changed. But I think confidence-wise is why you get certain dudes at particular times. Let's go back a couple years ago when Joey Gallo, went from Texas to the Yankees. Right. You got him at the wrong time, right? 2 weeks before that, he's hitting everything all over the park. So I just think right time, right situation makes players go out there and shine and help you get over the hump and get you back. Because you can't keep throwing anybody in any position and hope they're going to be successful. I mean, you throw guys out there out of position, you and I both know the ball will find you like situations where you don't want them in. Right. And I think that in itself is enough to get a defender out there that also can rake.
Let me give you a guy that's playing in New York right now, Tommy Pham. I think he's one of those guys that we see started to produce for the Mets. One of the few guys been producing for the Mets since he started playing regularly, OPS plus at 128. So to me, in a position that hasn't had much production, another guy like Tommy Pham might give him a little bit of a different balance too. A guy that gets on base. I wanted to show you a couple of these numbers. The left fielder's number, we already know the left fielder's numbers are bad, but I wanted to show you guys more so the on-base percentage. Being able to get on base 50% more than you see, or 50 plus points more, and then the slugging percentage is up there. So somebody that's going to provide more of that production, but not just be a home run free swinger, right? Somebody that takes advantage of his speed a little bit, being able to play good defense and going out there and doing his thing.
Well, I mean, when you think about this right here, that makes a lot of sense. So you did your homework on just getting a guy that, has shown when he plays, he can be valuable to your team. And
he's got to play every day.
Well, certain dudes, right, get left out in that situation, right? When you look at certain guys, they get overwhelmed, overmatched, right? And you say, wait a minute, right? We may need to just play you against right-handers or left-handers. In his case, he's like, no, I need to play. Yeah. And when he's playing, he's shining. So that would be a perfect one. If you can't get Belly, Tommy Pham might have to, you can keep your spot, dog. Just got to go a little further, that's all.
Next one, Padres. Should they be buyers at the deadline? This is a team, they've already put a lot into it. Cliff, they put a lot into it. Should they be going and getting some more to help them?
I almost said a curse word. I can't do it. You can't do it. No, they bought everything they can possibly. What else can you possibly go out there and get? You know what you need? You need them to do what they did Friday night. Everybody hit the ball at the ballpark. The big boys, the big boppers shine. they don't do enough of the small things.
Yeah.
They don't do enough of, getting guys over, stealing bases, utilizing their their
See
legs.
what you did
But
here?
when you see mistakes, look at the mistakes they make, right? These are in the harder play. You losing, in certain situations. This right here was a 0-0 curveball, first pitch after you've taken the lead, and then Schwarber comes up, and nothing against Kyle Schwarber. I believe if you allow, it's only a certain amount of players that can do what he's doing in the league. Hit a $190 or whatever he's hitting, but he's gonna give you solid homers.
Right.
He's gonna give you
get
solid
on base.
RBIs.
Yeah.
That's it. But you can't lose like they're losing consistently with errors, with sloppy play, with not coming through and runners in scoring position, losing leads
And
late.
not with the third highest payroll in baseball.
You can't even get to Josh Hader. So my point is, what are you gonna go buy? We're seeing it.
Maybe Bellinger fits too, though. Maybe if they wanted to add something that may not cost a whole lot. I like your talk about Bellinger to the Yankees.
How about this? No.
But he can play first in an area that hasn't had a lot of production. He can play outfield. Grisham hasn't done well that much in center. Yes, he's got the glove, but to me, he brings him a little more of that offensive production. And you can be flexible with Bellinger.
Hey, listen. Okay, so you just said he can play first base. You already have more problems than you can deal with. Cronenworth should not be playing first. What are you going to do with him? Kim is playing second. You got a shortstop in right field.
Maybe that could be flexible.
Where are you
some
going?
more depth with it.
But where are you going? Where are they putting him? There's guys playing out of position right now. I mean, I just think that you have. And look, while Nando has helped you, because you didn't know what that experiment was going to be.
But you have a few shortstops.
Right, but you don't have a first baseman. Now you take Cronenworth off first. What happens? Like
Matchups. I mean, matchups to me. Cronenworth at this point. Well, let me move on. We got to get to Stroman.
Let's go.
We got to get to Stroman.
Let's go.
Where's Stroman go?
Nowhere.
Where should Stroman go?
The Cubs.
What you mean nowhere?
Stay there.
No.
Like when you sign Stayot, when you sign Ian Happ, when you sign Nico Horner, when you have Dansby Swanson on a $170+ million contract, what are you telling them? Look, I understand when you talk about you haven't extended him a contract offer, and he's mentioned numerous times he wants to be there.
They're telling him.
I get it.
The writing is on the wall. They say we not extended.
And I say I understand that. What I'm saying is my man is balling, and I don't know. We just mentioned it in your show. This is your show. This is you and LG show. We just mentioned about what? Pitching wins, and Arrow said it. Pitching wins championship.
Yeah.
And if you don't have it, where are you going? Unless you get a haul back, and I mean that, because you're getting something back, not just, hey, you know what, we're going to get a couple prospects. Hopefully they turn into major leaguers. I need close, like near-ready MLB players coming back.
I know who has that, though.
Who that?
The Rays. The Rays have had so many problems.
Bring them to me.
The Rays have had so many
88.
issues with starting pitching. So many guys go down, whether it be Fleming, whether it be Springs. You got Boz before the season started, Rasmussen, all those guys.
If you want to win a championship.
But if there's a team that has the prospects, they have it. Whether it be Curtis Mead, I don't know who do you need, but I'll give you whoever you want. Give me Stroman to the Rays, because the Rays the Rays window is now. If there's a team that can win a championship, I got to go get Stroman.
If you don't, like I said, if you're going to get rid of him, overwhelm me, because that's what the Hall needs to be back for that dude right there, that he's ready to be that guy. He needs to get a bag, man.
He already live in Tampa, too, so
he might like that. I don't know. I'm going to holler at him. I'm going there in a couple days. I'll holler at you, see what's up, dog.
Hey, appreciate you. LG, you can come back in for a second, but you know what it is. Don't hate the player.